just more interesting than what other rappers are doing in their music, but honestly this is such a well-directed video, it's more interesting than most movies coming out right now as well. And I mean really in the entire GNX era from Kendrick Lamar, when we look at this story he has been giving us more and more of with the visuals. This one that we got really seems like it's gonna just a reference back to past work is something we saw in the Family Ties music video, and that of course ended up starting the entire Mr. Morale era. And then of course with the car and the color red over it itself. Overall, it really seems like with this cover, the color, and what we see Kendrick do. Which again, it's also important to note that Kendrick is in the exact same outfit that he was in the first GNX trailer, or at least it looks like that. Is that he is switching that represent a shift, change, and expansion of what we already have seen and know. And this is made very clear from multiple signals that are left in the video for whatever reason. Which again, you can clearly see this symbolized from the real changes which you can see throughout multiple different moments in the video, to even just parts of this when we see this GNX trailer room.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? What's going on? We're back with another banger. Yes sir. In today's video we got how Kendrick secretly confirmed another album will drop soon in Luther video. Now that being said, if you're new here, don't forget that big red subscribe button and that like button. We're on the road to 600 subscribers. Gang, smash that subscribe button. We're trying to hit it before the end of April. You feel me? It is April 16th, so let's see how strong you guys are. Let's see the power of you guys and see if you guys want to really join the family to see where this channel grows. Or goes. I said grows. What the hell? Now, that being said, let's see what Fantastic Hip Hop has to say in this video. Let's get it.
Now, currently with Kendrick Lamar and his Luther music video, really with all of the subliminal messages and details that are being uncovered within this latest work from the current king of hip hop, this thing could really be an entire movie with everything that needs to be discussed here. And now seemingly what is most important about what Kendrick has just given us are the details that are seemingly telling us that this video is much more than just a victory lap for Kendrick, SZA, and this smash record. And really, it's not just any ordinary music video. It's a preview and really sequel to the first GNX trailer, which is telling us where this era and album is going from here, with what will end up becoming an entire new collection of music from Kendrick. And now before we go any further into what's really going on here, and how we know Kendrick is trying to tell us something very important, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton, and as we are right around the corner from Kendrick Lamar creating one of the biggest moments in hip-hop history with his tour and also more music, really be sure to leave that like. And so now with that said, when it comes to Kendrick Lamar and what's going on, it really has never seemed like a better time to be a Kendrick Lamar fan, because both for what he has revealed in this actual video itself, and beyond all the speculation, what we know Kendrick has really been doing within the industry outside.
Yeah, bro. Kendrick's been going crazy. You can't even hate on this man no more, bro. You gotta give this man his flowers, bro. Even if you're a Drake fan, bro, you gotta give this man his flowers, bro. This nigga did the beef, continued his success by going crazy. You feel me? And if this is true that he's hinting another album in the Luther video, my nigga, he's about to go even more crazy, drop another album, talk even more shit, and we're about to get even more details. And, you know, more diss tracks and diss records or whatever on either Drake, Kanye, who knows? There's so many people that have been diving into their beef. I feel like this nigga's about to go insane on dissing people and really talking his shit, if this is true, if he's dropping another album this year.
Of what he has given us here, we do know for sure that Kendrick is more locked in than ever right now, and he is still working on new music. And so at the very least in this moment, before we even try and get into the actual clues, with both music videos and comments about songs that nobody has heard but that other artists who worked on the first GNX record worked on, we do know that Kendrick already has more music ready to go before his tour even starts. And the question we really need to figure out what this is that with all of this noise and that with Kendrick working, what exactly is he about to release next? And more than that, how everything in terms of the clues and messages he left within this Luther video fit into everything he wants us to know for what's about to come from his.
Before, I don't know if he's going to get into the clues or what, but before, we get into it, y'all let me know any clues y'all picked up off of the Luther video, and let me know down below in the comments so, we can have this conversation and this debate if we feel like he's really about to drop another album this year. You feel me? Y'all let me know, those of y'all that are really locked in and really be seeing the signs and little hidden meanings and shit.
vision. And so now, of course, with this latest genre-stopping moment that Kendrick has delivered, this Luther video is really the key to it all, and it has given us more to talk about and uncover than the near entirety of what every other rapper has put out musically this year, because of course, in typical Kendrick Lamar fashion, and more than ever on the run we are seeing from him right now, the presentation and storytelling is not just more interesting than what other rappers are doing in their music, but honestly, this is such a well-directed video, it's more interesting than most movies coming out right now as well. And I mean, really, in the entire GNX era from Kendrick Lamar, when we look at this story he has been giving us more and more of with the visuals, this one that we got really seems like it's going to end up being just as important, if not more, than the album's trailer, because once again, the main spot that Luther was filmed in is the same place that we have seen from that trailer, and from the way we see this location get expanded on here, and once again see that visual symbol and icon of the GNX used to tell us what's going to happen, what we do know for sure about this is that this is now the 4th time we have officially seen the GNX car released in an official interview, video, or performance from Kendrick Lamar, and again, as the last time we saw this car, we were teased an album without even knowing it, then we got that album, and then we saw the biggest hip-hop performance ever at the Super Bowl. I mean, just going off that, whenever we see the GNX car out here, literally the entire genre of hip-hop ends up shifting, and we end up seeing a massive moment that just changes everything. And from the fact that we are facing it like this, and then even more than just seeing the GNX, which is something we did see at the Super Bowl, beyond that, we are back in the original.
Do you guys feel like every time he drops that GNX, either in a video, music video, or a snippet, do you feel like that he's gonna either drop a song or an album? Like, that's his hidden meaning, is that GNX in the background showing y'all, all right, well, another song's about to come up, you feel me, or another album's gonna come up just because the GNX is in the background? Or do you guys feel like it's much more than that? Y'all let me know down below in the comments, you feel me? I'm just saying my opinions for y'all to answer my questions, you feel me? Let's get it.
Location where the trailer is from, but we are seeing much more of what was going on there. I mean, honestly, what it seems like Kendrick is doing with this room and the constant motif of the GNX is creating the same narrative structure that we saw on a record like T-Pab within a visual way, where we are understanding more with the more videos we get instead of just going further through the track list. And within this revolving door of sorts with the GNX car, the most telling part, and what is really going to be the most important thing of this entire video, I think, as it really also just opened up one of the most interesting mystery boxes in all of rap in terms of what Kendrick is about to pull off, is the detail where we are able to see the GNX in the background with a red cover over it. And I mean, while everyone is trying to figure out what this exactly means, and why Kendrick Lamar...
Maybe he got that motherfucker painted, or he's changing the GNX to a different color. And if that's true, then what's the meaning behind the color change? You feel me? If that's true, that's why he has it covered. Who knows?
Was pointing and doing the thing that he did here as well, which again, just this
guessing,
one small detail is requiring more thought than the entire output of what hip-hop has given us this year so far. I think while everybody is trying to figure this out, and realistically we don't know exactly what Kendrick is trying to say, I think whatever the message really is, he is trying to let us know here, which, just to reference back to past work, is something we saw in the Family Ties music video, and that of course ended up starting the entire Mr. Morale era, and then of course with the car and the color red over it itself. Overall, it really seems like with this cover, the color, and what we see Kendrick do, which again, it's also important to note that Kendrick is in the exact same outfit that he was in the first GNX trailer, or at least it looks like that, is that he is switching gears and there is some shift happening that is going to reposition and expand how we perceive this record as a whole. And now whatever this is revealing is most likely going to be a continuation but shift for what this era has given us, and really what this makes it seem like is that Kendrick is going to be giving us a GNX2, a deluxe version, a side B, or whatever else you want to call it. Because when you look at the switch that Kendrick is trying...
just be dropping a deluxe, so meaning he'd just be adding more songs onto his ongoing album. But what I would really like to see is him drop another album. You feel me? Just a bunch of new songs that we never heard him on, and you know, him just talking his shit on. You feel me? Y'all let me know down below in the comments, would you prefer a deluxe album or a whole new album in total? Y'all let me know.
Trying to make with this color red here, which really does seem like the ultimate turning point, because when you look at the colors that have defined GNX in this era so far, the primary color has really been blue, which has been symbolized by all of Kendrick's outfits and hats, whether that's from the Super Bowl, Squabble Up, or just from the trailers and releases he has been putting out. And so all of the sudden, this color being added into the mix of the visual identity for this record, it really does have to mean something. And even taking things a level beyond that, Aside from a new color, there are so many other aspects in this video that represent a shift, change, and expansion of what we already have seen and know, and this is made very clear from multiple signals that are left in the video for whatever reason, which again, you can clearly see this symbolized from the real changes which you can see throughout multiple different moments in the video, to even just parts of this when we see this GNX trailer room expand and open up from different angles and understand and see parts that we couldn't see before. And again, on this idea of expansion and opening doors up. It's so prominent with all of this, and really when it comes to this idea, there is another central detail and choice about the story.
And do you guys feel like he's showing certain angles now on different music videos on purpose to try to show you guys something, like to try to show us something? Or is it just specifically just because he wanted to shoot the music video in the same area, same spot, he just wanted to get a different angle? Y'all let me know down below in the comments. It can be a whole bunch of shit. You feel me? Like, it's just crazy. It just really have you guessing.
Storytelling and direction of this video that is just signaling this idea of a shift even more.
Especially
and what this is, and while the Drake fans are trying to make fun of this because they just can't actually understand that artists want to put detail and make their fans think about their work, it is so integral. And what I am talking about is the choice of shapes that are being used in the video, because aside from the colors starting to shift from blue to red like we are seeing with the GNX cover, once again adding to this idea of transition and change. Just like we saw with the trailer where things were moving forward and we were rolling into the next era, here with everything being circular as well, it seems like we are rolling into another chapter for Kendrick, and another chapter that is going to be saying a lot. Because when we break down everything Kendrick has done within his videos, where something like Squabble Up was an isolated moment which was embodied by the video being filmed within a literal box where the storytelling and narrative was linear, here everything is so expansive and moving in different directions that we really just can't even tell where all of it's going to go at times. And so with this, and even with other details in this video which are at the very least just adding more world building to this entire record, as we see such small details as the TV off in the diner scenes, which is of course alluding to that track. Overall, if you piece all of this together and you are a Kendrick Lamar fan or just like seeing rap music at its very peak, we are lucky, because at the very least, we do know we are going to be getting something new very soon. And when it comes to what Kendrick is exactly going to be putting out, based on both the clues we are seeing here and this idea of duality from the first trailer kind of being changed and explored in a way where it looks like things are shifting, and just knowing where the industry is at as a whole, I don't think we're going to leave the GNX era yet, but I think we are going to be getting a new album's worth of material in some form that will be a continuation of the project. Because really, and what I think was most telling about this video, was that from what we could see, there was only one GNX present in the room, which in the past, we were able to see two very clearly, and now as we know from Kendrick Lamar...
I was like, where's he going with this? Like, what do you mean that we only be able to see one? And then I replayed the clip, I'm like, oh shit, he did have two in the last one. Now he has one, and it's covered up.
That another music video has already been filmed for something that we don't even know what it is yet, where the GNX was spotted outside. And also with that, that will mark the first time in this era and on camera where the GNX is going to be found not in this room from the trailer. I mean, what it seems like is that however you want to try and tell the story, that one half of the story of GNX is now over, and that's why we are not seeing both cars together, or maybe even that explains the cover on the one. And again, while all of that detail and storytelling is pretty concrete in terms of what it's trying to represent, although we don't know where it's going to go, I'm going to make a reach here, but follow me. What I think really may be extending Kendrick's elite storytelling, and maybe could be another way of telling us that another album or something very big is going to come like it, is back to that visual where we are seeing the GNX with a red cover on it, and in this frame, we see one of the rooms that opens up to the bigger room in the GNX trailer, which based on the way it looks. First off, when we go to the first GNX trailer, it looks like this could have been that same door that was opening up to reveal the room, which ultimately welcomed us into that era. And now when we actually see the room that Kendrick was coming from, it reminds me of two different things which both function in the same way, as whether we want to look at this room and its layout as a nod to Mr. Morale and that record's cover, which just based on the colorway and kind of some of the stuff in it, it almost seems like that, but also, and what the whole shape and design and vibe it's giving off really reminds me of, which is Melfi's office from The Sopranos, which if you have seen that show, I mean, the scenes that went down between Tony and her in that office mirror the entire theme and message of what Mr. Morale...
Yo, that really does. It mirrors the whole thing. Y'all seen the shape right now. I don't know why my eyes just started watering like that. But y'all seen that shape.
was about? You could say I'm reaching.
Hey, fantastic. You might not be reaching. You might be onto some shit now. You feel me? Hey, hey, he's trying to have everybody guessing. So, my nigga, nothing's really a reach because no one knows. No one knows for certain. You feel me? Unless he's put it out there already. But no one knows for certain. It might, hey, you might be on to something.
Here, and please let me know what you think about this. But I don't think it's far off to say that this visual is a past era that Kendrick Lamar has went through with Mr. Morale, and then what we are seeing Kendrick doing with that same outfit and the red cover over one of the cars, just like we have seen the Mr. Morale era open up and end there. This is the end of part 1 of GNX. And again, I could be reaching, but no matter how you want to take in...
That's what I was gonna say as well. I was gonna say each GNX is a story. It could be a story. You feel me? So if he knocked off one GNX, that means part 1 of that story was done. You feel me? So now he has the other one that he showed in his music video, and then now he has a new one, or it can be the same one that's covered. Now I'm saying it could be a different color, meaning he's showing a different side of him. You feel me? So that's why the GNX could be changed a different color, meaning now that side is over with. That side of me, that's part of me, that story is over. Now I'm gonna show y'all a different side of me. You feel me? That's why it could be a different color. Now, could be reaching. You feel me? But hey, like I said, nothing's for certain. We don't know anything yet. So, I mean, all this shit is just theories for now, and shit. One of these theories might hit. You feel me? But other than that, those of y'all down below, let me know any information y'all got on this and what do y'all think the hidden GNX meaning is.
All of the messaging on this track and video, no matter what symbols and details you think hold up and what is really enhancing the story, I think this clear idea of transition and also the fact that we know Kendrick already has more music videos done, which we have seen by finding out that he has been working on stuff that did not end up being here. I mean, overall, what is clear is that Kendrick is really just getting started within this era and time in his career, and with all of the momentum he is getting, because as we have seen with the Luther video, this thing is breaking so many records and is just leaps and bounds above the competition and other black and white videos that tried to come at Kendrick. I mean, just get ready to see more and more experiences that are going to elevate and transcend everything we know as hip-hop fans. And as this is all leading up to what's about to be an all-time great tour for Kendrick, I mean, we are just so lucky that this is where we are at, as we are really watching what is becoming one of the greatest runs from any artist ever right in front of us. And while it may be hard to fully tell what this move means from Kendrick right now and what's actually going to happen with it, just reading the room of where we are at and knowing everything he is still up against along with his plans that are so clear, I think we can certainly say that no matter what is exactly going to happen, we're going to be seeing a lot more of Kendrick Lamar very soon, and we will be getting more music. And so now with all that said, let me know. 100%. What do you think about what Kendrick Lamar has done with this Luther video, what he is teasing, and what do you think this all means? Now, I can't...
Yeah, y'all let me know. What do y'all think this all means? What do you think if y'all... Fuck, I cannot speak right now. Do y'all feel like he's going to drop another album? Do you guys feel like it's going to be a deluxe? Or do you guys feel like it's just going to be something completely different, maybe a new music video? That's why he showed the new GNX or old GNX wrapped, and he's not showing it. Like I said, me personally, if it's wrapped up, I think personally it's a new color. Now, if I'm gonna say we're reaching, I'm gonna go back into his music video to where he said he changed his color to completely red. Now, if he was performing completely red, wearing completely red, and then the GNX has a red cover over it, it could just be the cover could just be the meaning. You feel me? Or in a new music video when he drops, bruh, the GNX can be uncovered and it might be red. That's why he performed in all red. Like I said, it's all reaching, it's all theories. We don't know. You feel me? Y'all let me know down below in the comments what y'all thinking, and y'all give me y'all opinion. I cannot speak right now. But that being said, I will catch y'all in tomorrow's video at 3 p.m. Don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button and that like button. And I catch y'all tomorrow, man. We are